It's also a mistake with Arnold because, Arnold has a very thick accent, and that's sort of one of the charming things about him. People do imitations of him. But it's probably not best to have him play the lead in the movie where the word Turbo Man is said a million times, and your lead actor can't say the word turbo.
Turbo Man.
It's weird, too, because Tabo. He can't say it, and I'm sorry.
Tybo Man? Are you talking about Billy Blanks? Tybo Man.
Hi, I'm Billy Blanks.
That's a ongoing problem with Arnold. And
yeah.
What was the famous thing from something else? It was like a.
He has to say molecular in Terminator Genesis.
That's it.
And he just can't say it.
You know what? I'm just gonna say that's part of Arnold's charm.
Generally, yes, but in this film, no.
If he didn't have his accent, then it wouldn't be charming. It would just be bad acting.
He just needs to be in the right context. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Yeah.
That's why the ending kind of worked when he's flying around as Turbo Man. But everything else,
action
like you said, everyday man. He is not an everyday man.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to make note here, and I don't want to be sexist, but what does Rita Wilson do? And why the fuck didn't she get the doll?
She's the wife. She's the nagging wife.
Well, it's not like he runs a business and she's like a busy attorney or something. They never say.
No.
She's apparently just like a mom, a homemaker. Not that that's an easy profession. I'm not saying that, but she puts it all on his shoulders to go get the toy. Why didn't she get it?
All right, I'm gonna defend the movie. He said he'd get it.
Well, okay.
He told her he'd get it.
She goes, you were supposed to get it 2 weeks ago. And it's Christmas fucking Eve. And she hasn't followed up with him about it.
Now that is stupid.
Okay.
She should have followed up with him. Yes.
I get it. I get that it's the premise. He's a busy father.
All it would take is one line of dialogue to explain why she couldn't.
Yeah.
She's been busy at work too, something.
Exactly.
Anything.
I've been working on the so-and-so case.
Yeah. That's why you said you would get it, because you knew I wasn't going to have time. My business is busy around the holidays.
Yes,
something.
Thank you. Why the fuck didn't you get the Turbo Man? What do you do? What do you do all day? You watch your cooking shows. You sit on your ass.
You seen the size of our house? That's because I sell mattresses.
She's in her bathrobe, and he's heading out.
She's in a bathrobe through the whole movie. Until Phil Hartman tries to rape her.
Well, she goes... she goes...
Whew. Just doing a little last-minute holiday shopping. This year, the toy every kid wants to get his hands on is Turbo Man. I've got mine. But in Jingle All The Way, my co-stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad are trying to get their kids the last Turbo Man in town. Take a look.
It's a colorful Christmas movie with toys and a guy running around falling down.
Ugly Christmas movie.
This is before.
It's more mean-spirited and dark than Bad Santa.
No, it's not.
Unintentionally.
Is this before or after the Tickle Me Elmo craze?
I was going to mention that. This came out the same year.
Same year.
So it's coincidental.
Okay.
Because this obviously that was closer to, this movie was made, earlier in the year.
Because I remember Cabbage Patch dolls were a nutty thing, but that was like 10 years before this.
I think Cabbage Patch Kids was kind of the main inspiration for this. Cabbage Patch Kids and even closer to this would be like Power Rangers, which is why the opening scene kind of looks very Power Rangers-like. But you would think it would be inspired by Tickle Me Elmo, because that was crazy the year that came out, but that was the same winter.
In the movie, it's Turbo Man. In real life, it's Tickle Me Elmo. This may very well be the last Tickle Me Elmo to be found in the Bay Area, but he's already sold, and when we brought him out into the store, we caused a near riot. We placed this Elmo out on this toy store shelf as bait.
How much you want to sell it for?
What's your asking price?
Well, what's your selling price? About $60, $70.
You go up that high?
Yeah, I will.
And they go to the Mall of America at one point. World's largest shopping mall.
Yes. The interesting fact about the Mall of America is that it's the same 5 type of stores over and over.
It's all the same stores you have at every other mall.
Yeah.
It's just
very
bigger.
large.
It's just very large.
Yeah, this is like they wanted to do Arnold's a creepy sex pervert, but they didn't really want to, like, it's so wishy-washy on what the joke is.
She put my balls in her mouth.
Yeah, they didn't want to go all the way with
yeah,
it. But then they still have all the parents call him a pervert, and that's another word Arnold can't say is pervert. I'm not a pervert.
I'm not a pervert.
Boy, is that ironic.
And here we go again with, like, if this is a movie aimed at children, having all these fake Santas, like you're ruining the magic of Santa Claus.
Can anybody explain to me the logic at all behind this Santa crime ring?
No.
Funny scenes or shots to put in the trailer. Lots of Santas punching Arnold.
I understand that somebody thought it was goofy that there was a Santa crime ring. I understand that.
Yeah.
But is there any
Like, I know what you
logic
mean.
behind it
No.
at all?
Other than it's supposed to be funny. Yeah, no. Well, I guess they're all supposed to be like mall Santas. I don't know why they're still wearing their Santa costumes in the underground crime ring.
The visual, just the joke.
Oh, sure.
But the idea that mall Santas like sell like black market merchandise, like
It's really weird, isn't it?
it's weird. Yeah, logically, it's sort of like the anti-Santa's workshop. I don't know. I can't answer that question. It's mind-numbing to me.
I'm the head Santa Claus, head mall Santa, and I'm bringing Arnold in here to sell him a black market Turbo Man doll.
You know, if they made this movie today, he'd just buy a Turbo Man off of eBay.
Amazon.
Well, the toy wouldn't be sold out anywhere. You'd just be able to buy it online. That's not an issue these days.
Overnight shipping.
Yeah.
In reality, the kid wouldn't have got his Turbo Man, and like 3 weeks later, he'd be onto something else, and he would forget about it.
But look, at the end of the movie, he's accidentally there for his kid. So it's okay.
Turbo Man.
I accidentally ended up here when I was trying to buy your affection. Our relationship is okay now.
No, but he makes a change. He's a flawed character. At the end, he goes, I'm going to be a better family man.
Oh. Did we miss? Did they already show Jake Lloyd drinking booze?
No, it's coming up.
Oh, okay.
And,
That's right here, actually.
yeah.
It's just home movie footage of him after the Phantom Menace.
No Jake Lloyd shaming.
I was gonna say we can't really make fun of him anymore. Now I just feel bad for him.
Yeah. With him and Ahmed Best. Where it's like,
yeah. Where it's like through no fault of their, they were just
that's one
actors
thing.
in a movie, but
Yeah, you don't blame them.
yeah.
They were just doing their job. Did this like eke out a profit, this movie, or was it just a disaster?
I don't remember. I think it did okay. It's one of those movies, and this is the thing, if there's any sort of like high profile Christmas movie, no matter how terrible it is, it'll play on cable every year.
Yeah.
Every Christmas, just on rotation.
It's right up there with A Christmas Story.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life is amazing.
Yeah. How does it compare to Jingle All the Way?
Oh, it's crap compared to this.
This is the movie that captures the spirit of Christmas.
This does capture the true spirit of Christmas.
In a way.
A soulless cash grab.
And then we have Sinbad, who was popular for like a month in the mid-90s. They should have cast Danny DeVito in this role. Reunite him and Arnold again.
All right, another thing I got.
You know, it should have been Mike Tyson.
What?
Because Sinbad is not threatening.
No, he's not threatening and he's not funny. From what I understand, half of his dialogue is improvised, like this whole thing where he's talking about toys being made cheap.
Yeah. He's just screaming.
But there's no joke. He's just yelling.
Oh, God.
Oh, and here he is choking a woman, speaking of inappropriate things.
Okay. Sinbad, I thought you did clean comedy.
According to the Wikipedia article, do you want to know who Sinbad beat out for the role? Joe Pesci.
Really?
Yes.
See, that would have worked. Another Home Alone connection. That's what you need if this is supposed to be the villain, Don't cast a family-friendly comedian. Cast someone darker.
Yeah, see, Sinbad comes off as the wacky sidekick kind of character.
Which is why it's off-putting later on when he abducts Jake Lloyd.
Or-
Like, what the fuck is happening?
Or he threatens the cops with a bomb.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I kept waiting for this movie to turn into Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where they kind of bond.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
was
never
waiting
do.
for it.
That's
It
what I
never
meant by
really happened.
sidekick.
If that's what the setup feels like.
There's many tweaks you could do to this movie to make it work.
Keep Sinbad, though.
This is nothing but a harmless Christmas package.
Oh, God. What a lousy effect. I thought they all died, and I was like, oh, this went dark. And then it's like Looney Tunes.
Oh, yeah. See, look, now he's fucking scorched.
Oh,
Jesus.
my, it went right in his eyes.
This poor cop.
Well,
Womp womp.
I just want to throw up.
Is this Arnold's worst performance?
Joe, I do understand.
It is progressive resistance. In progressive resistance, you start with something very light, then you go to something heavier like this, and then something much heavier, and then something like this, and then a lot of repetitions because it's very important to do a lot of reps. Yes, that's the way. Yeah, that's the reason why we're warming up like this, so we don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. Makes it easier when we get to the heavier things, huh?
I know it's hard to rate his performances. It's usually dependent on the quality of the rest of the movie. But he's usually at least charming. There's something about him.
The man was born for Commando.
Yeah.
And everything else was just,
Well, that's the thing. In like obviously Terminator, he's playing a robot. So it's like, okay, he can be, he can be Arnold in that. But even in Commando, he's playing like a guy. He's got a daughter, and they're feeding deer and all that shit. And it still works. But him just trying to play a guy in this.
because the only thing he should do is over-the-top action hero.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you go upstairs, take a shower? I'll keep an eye on the boys, finish up with the cookies. Go on. You deserve it.
Yeah, this is the point where the running gag of Phil Hartman's character starts to become less funny and more creepy.
Mm-hmm.
So is the implication in the first scene, Phil Hartman is like getting along with all the local wives?
Yeah.
Is the implication that he's fucking all of them?
Yes.
And she's the only resistant one? That's pretty weird, because everyone else seems to like him.
Yeah, they say he's a handyman. They're like, can you come over and, fix this? It reminds me of Ned Flanders post the death of Maud, Oh, you go, girl.
Saved by eggnog.
Oh. Phil Hartman says, that's what you were supposed to look like. I'll always get a laugh from Jay. Rich is the tough.
That's very good.
He's a tough nut to crack over there.
Sometimes I think when I see like a bad movie like this, you have like Rita Wilson and she's married to Tom Hanks in real life. And I just think, like, did Tom Hanks have to watch this movie? Did they, like, go to the premiere and sit there together? And Tom Hanks had to, like, smile and pretend he cared?
Yep. Probably.
That would have made a better movie.
Just like a...
So, honey, what did you think of the movie?
Hollywood magic. In Jingle All The Way, the magic comes from the creators of Mrs. Doubtfire and the Flintstones. Let's meet producer Chris Columbus and director Brian Levant.
Brian's work on Beethoven and the Flintstones, I just thought he had a wonderful comedic sense.
And you can sit and you can play, and, after a while you get pretty good at these things. It's been very good for my game, making movies.
Did George Lucas see this movie?
He must have. Maybe he didn't.
He secretly directed it.
That would explain some things.
If he saw the movie, he probably wouldn't have hired Jake Lloyd. I don't know. He should have hired that kid as Anakin.
The little chubby kid?
Yeah.
And I guess this is, in storytelling terms, this is the low point for Arnold, right?
As an actor, he's worked very hard to get us here with his character.
Yeah, I guess. This is when he makes his decision.
This is his lowest point. I'm stealing from a child. even though that's not really much worse than anything else he's done in the rest of the movie.
But he really sells it.
Well, he didn't do anything too bad. He was trying to get the toy.
So you're saying you're okay with this?
I'm okay. Logically, movie-wise, I'm okay with it because they have a little revelation at the end when because he's not a perfect character. He's not, he's a bad father. He works too much. He forgot to buy his son's present. All completely realistic. And then he's trying to, to get the toy. He's not murdering people to get it. He's not stealing.
That would have made a better movie.
He is stealing.
Well, but he doesn't, though. That's the point. He goes to the store to try to get it. He fights with Sinbad here and there. He tries to win the radio contest. He tries to buy an illegal one.
Thank God we follow up this emotional revelation with him punching a reindeer in the face.
Don't you just love a holiday parade?
Is there such a thing as a Christmas parade?
No.
I've never heard of one.
There's the Thanksgiving parade.
Yeah,
turns
that's
into
the
a
famous
Christmas
parade
at the end, with Santa Claus always showing up at the end of the parade. But no, there is not a Christmas parade.
Someone has to have Christmas parades.
Yes.
It seems invented.
Plus, you don't want to be marching in a parade. You want to be with your family at home.
That's true, yes.
Yeah, especially on Christmas Eve.
Right.
Look, it's the Tick.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I love seeing the Tick.
and a creepy Cabbage Patch Kid.
The licensing alone was half the budget here. Ninja Turtles, Crayola crayons, Cabbage Patches, Cat in the Hat, Jake Lloyd.
I like that they high-five after seeing the Cat in the Hat. Dr. Seuss, fuck yeah!
In about 5 minutes, we'll complain how neither Jake Lloyd or Rita Wilson recognize the fact that it's
Arnold.
You know what?
Until he lifts up the clear visor that's covering his eyes.
Maybe it's because I grew up with superheroes. I can let that slide.
But the voice,
if
nothing else, the Arnold voice.
Jamie!
I can buy Superman.
Oh, in the
whatever.
face, too.
If nothing else, the voice.
This was their plan? The promoters of the parade is that Turbo Man randomly picks one child out
to
of
give him a Turbo Man toy. Yeah.
Yes, that was the plan.
This all worked out perfectly for Arnold, completely through no actions of his own.
Of course, he picks a white kid.
It's turbo time! Back off, Dementor, you craniac! It's you.
But at the end, he says, I'm going to be a better father. And Jake Lloyd says, I don't need a Turbo Man. I got the real Turbo Man at home, my dad. So, it's beautiful.
And it's complete bullshit. There's no way that kid wasn't keeping that toy in real life.
You know I'm not the real Turbo Man.
I'm still just your father. I'm going back to the mattress store tomorrow.
Oh, shit. It just ended.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just cuts the credits.
You need the epilogue where he actually goes to the kid's next black belt ceremony.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an awkward ending. It needs an epilogue, like you said.
I think it is
just a better father now.
Yeah.
I think it is just we need to get out. We need to get out of this movie as quickly as possible.
They should flash forward like 10 years and, he gets his black belt and they talk about him going to college. And then the Rita Wilson says, you have been saving for college.
And he goes, no, I stopped working so much so I could spend time with my family. There's no money.
Here's a little tune to help you get into the Christmas spirit. Thanks, Mario. Have the hairpiece back from the dry cleaner yet? Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing down.
Anyways, this was the worst movie ever. And if you have nostalgia for this movie, you're stupid. This is just a piece of crap.
Merry Christmas!
Everyone have a Merry Christmas.
Happy holiday.
Happy holidays and a Happy New Year's. Red Letter Media is quitting January 1st, 2019. The company is being dissolved. Thank you for your support.
In a one-horse open sleigh.